Hello, El Macy back here, coming at you today for the first time in a long time because life was lifing with not a speed build but a speed renovation of the starter home lot that comes with the new Sims 4 pack Lovestruck in the new world. First things first, I'd like to say love the original of this, and they did an amazing job considering they couldn't use any debug cheats or anything like that because it's the official build, and they only had Lovestruck in the base game. I'm lucky enough when I do this renovation to have all the packs, all the debug access. I even use Better Build By, all that fun stuff. So I just wanted to throw that out there, and we're going to jump right in. As you can see here, we're already going. I will admit my color scheme and my idea for the windows and layout came along really quick because the first time I did this, my game crashed and didn't all save. But luckily, it's a pretty easy, quick thing for me to remake. So I was able to do that here. So I ended up taking 1 hour to do this entire renovation. Again, a little cheaty because I'd already done it once before, but it was a challenge for me still. I only gave myself an hour and I didn't give myself any money cheats or anything like that. So, first things first, I want full disclosure. I don't know anything about authentic architecture or build styles or anything. I build what I like and do renovations for what I like, so that's what we're doing here today. However, I did really love the layout of this house and the style. One of the main things I did though is replace any of the smaller windows that come with the Lovestruck pack with these big ones, and I switched the color scheme on the outside to have this green and creamy color. I thought it made it a lot lighter and brighter, and I really enjoyed that. I also really love these windows. I want to do just a lot of builds focusing on these windows. I'm like ridiculously obsessed with them, but that's okay. That's good. They're also really cheap for what they are. Second thing I did is on the inside, everywhere. I just wanted to lighten it up. For me, I get that orange, that terracotta kind of style tile is really authentic in its style, but for me, the orangey tone wasn't it. So I wanted to switch out and use this more light creamy color. And I really liked the little inner tiles you see in the kitchen there, how they had the blue, the green, and the yellow, because those are the main color scheme for the entire house. Um, so the main thing, the struggle here with this was I wanted to keep the archway. I wanted to keep the more closed off kind of colors layout. I guess I didn't want to move anything of that. I didn't want to do any architectural, thank you, changes other than the windows and the doors. Uh, so I left all that, which later on I tried to remove because I was like, oh, but the budget. Sorry if you hear any noise in the background. My little kitten is going insane. I was like, oh, the budget would be so much better. I don't care. I wanted to keep the arch. I wanted to keep all that. And I really wanted upper cabinets in the kitchen. Huge waste of money, especially if you play with like the walls half down, can't see it. I don't care. I wanted it. And I wanted the new backsplash tiles from the new pack because whenever I play with custom content, the first thing I download is individual backsplash tiles. Now, as a starter, my kittens, geez. Now, as a starter home, that's probably not the smartest decisions, but I don't care. I wanted it, so I went for it. And if you see in the kitchen here, these are actually two different style cabinets. The lower cabinets are I want to say country kitchen kit, which is the only kit that I think comes with countertops. But I didn't like the uppers for that. I didn't want the curtains. It wasn't really my style. So I used the for rent ones, my absolute favorite upper cabinets. And I actually think that the color tones with the gold on the handles and the wood fit perfectly. And I was really excited about that. And then as you can see, I added those backsplash tiles in the kitchen. Absolutely obsessed. And one of the other main money changing things that I did was I deleted the underside of the staircase and did like a nice light tan open stair instead. For one, it's a small house. I think the room was a lot of help, but also that underside of stairs, guys, if you can delete that and it still looks good, you save a lot of money in the game. The next thing I did is I wanted to have some sort of feature wall over here. I knew I wouldn't be able to afford a big TV. I do put the tiny one that's like from the basement clutter kit or whatever. I even ended up deleting that because I didn't have the money for it. But I liked having the built-ins of the books here. What's actually, thank you so much for hitting my keyboard, Kitty. I really needed that. What's actually ridiculous is if you see that lower one, I end up putting like those little placeable pillows there, so it looks like a little reading nook. That corner is ridiculously expensive considering this is a starter home. You'll see it in a little bit, but I think it was worth it. And again, my whole kind of color scheme idea for this place was light and airy and bright. So blues, creams, yellows, greens, obviously with the doors and windows. And then if you can see outside on that deck back there, I have the jungle adventure tile there and on the roof. I could have saved probably a lot of money if I would have just done like the base concrete that's free, but I thought it added a lot of pretty stuff to the outside. And this is definitely a place where if your sim moves into it, it's meant for them to grow, right? Add the specific skill building items for your sims, make a desk nook, a pet area if you have pets, it's really a space to start off and expound upon. I also wanted to use a lot of the stuff from the new pack since we're in the new world. So obviously the doors and windows, I had the bed there. I used the rug sized up. But I think it worked out really nice. And then this is the main money saving thing from the start is taking, I love how they split the lot, right? So it makes it seem smaller since it's a starter home. That looks like public space, but I can't afford that fence and all that, right? So instead, I just decided to take a nice debug planter from, I don't even know what pack, to be quite honest. I want to say high school years. But I put that there and then I got a debug tree to center it. And I think it looks really nice and it's a lot cheaper. And I even moved my yard in a little bit, made it a little bit smaller. But that's another nice thing too about this being a starter home. If you wanted to, like expand on this lot, you could eventually move back there and get rid of that space. Like act like your sim bought it, or you could make a rental on that half. There's so many good ideas, and I really thought it was genius how they did that in the original with the terrain paint. So I wanted to repeat that and make sure to keep it. Plus, it just helps. It looks a lot better. So now we're going back in, and I'm trying to add a lot of stuff that I think is either a useful or just takes up a decent amount of space. Because as a starter home, especially a 2-floor starter home, there's going to be some budget issues. You'll see a lot of the stuff I place, I go back and have to delete because I got a little ahead of myself. Um, but we're trying to fit stuff in. One of the main Thanks, kids. One of the main things that I'm mad I had to delete was the umbrella stand that I put here. It's really useful to have in the game if you have seasons, but I did delete it. However, I do give you the decoration box instead. So again, if you have seasons, rummage through that a few times. Literally rummaging through it once, you'll probably get enough money to at least buy that umbrella stand back. And then here's my tip. I did not play test part of this before I put it up on the gallery. Do you see how I have a ladder on both sides of the roof? Delete the one in front and switch it out with a regular high school years trellis, because your sim, no matter where they are, if they're up in the bathroom and they tell to go down to the kitchen, they will leave the bathroom, go to the back deck, walk up onto the roof, cross, climb down the ladder that goes all the way down, and walk into the kitchen through the front door. Delete the front ladder, replace it with a trellis. I think I didn't because it was slightly more expensive. Again, rummage through the decor box like 2 times, get the umbrella stand back and get that. But it was really important to me that this was a starter home on the gallery. So those are my 2 little advices. Get rid of the front ladder or your Sims are going to be routing around like fucking idiots. Anyways, so we're going back in, and I really like how I was able to make kind of a dedicated entry, even though I do end up getting that umbrella stand. It's really nice. Oh, and we're on the roof, right? So at first I had a yoga mat, and I was like, no, no, no. We are in the Lovestruck pack world. That's ridiculous. So I end up replacing it with a woohoo blanket after I scrounge around for money. This is the start of me scrounging around for money. There's a lot of it, and I end up using this sink from Fitness Stuff. I never use that sink, but it has the nice light wood tone, and then that little cabinet there from Eco Lifestyles, like 15 simoleons. Game changer. You can never have extra furniture in a bathroom to start a home. There, you could. And then I scrounged up enough money to get my lovely blanket up top. But I was like, hey, wait. I have like no skill building items in this house. I have a computer downstairs, which is a big one. Your Sims need a computer, but I had to find ways to scrounge up more money because I wanted at least one other main skill building item. So the first thing I do is I really simplify the bedroom upstairs. I get rid of that extra light in the plant. I just put a mirror over there, but it works. Again, it's a starter. It's to build on, grow off of, and that's when I'm like, look, I'm gonna get the easel. There's another skill building item. You got 2 main ones in this house now. What else could you need? But I do go around and do some more scrounging because there are some things I really wanted. If I wasn't a starter home, one of the things I would have probably done is done some of the bookshelves there that have open spaces, but they weren't any cheaper, and I felt it just looked more finished to be full of books, so I did just keep the full ones there. If you want to delete some of those and add clutter from the book note kit, they do have ones that have just some books or completely empty, and you can switch those out pretty easy. If you do it before you even leave build mode, it won't cost you anything else. But again, since I didn't have any extra money, I wanted to keep it full looking. I also thought if you have a pet in this house, if you have pets, that's a nice way to start. You get a little extra. And I thought you could put like a big or even a little dog bed cat tree underneath the stairs where I will eventually have the decor box. Move that in a corner somewhere else. I just thought that'd be a great nook for that there. And then you could even put a desk in that entryway or whatever if you wanted to make it a more dedicated space. I do really like how the couch though kind of blocks it off and again makes that more of a dedicated entry instead of it being one big room. Because again, I usually just do completely open floor plans, but since this had the arch and the separate areas, I thought it looked really nice this way. I also really like how the kitchen is kind of a galley style and has that big window at the end. I thought it just looked so beautiful. Really a lot of that natural light. Again, these are my new favorite windows in the game. I really think I'm going to be using them in pretty much every build from now on because they're cheap too. Originally around here, I was looking around for that tiger plushie from For Rent. I better build, I don't know what it's called, but I couldn't find it. And then I remembered the Lovestruck has a little plushie, the little broken heart one with the early bonus content. Don't support. Hate that people can't get it if they buy the pack later. I think you only have to like mid September, not even. Um, but I figure it's with the pack, so I put the little plushie there. And again, that corner is ridiculously expensive. Each of those pillows were 85, and then I put the little plushie there, which I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't free. I can't afford that. Instead of umbrellas, I put decorative pillows, but I have no regrets. It's really cute. It looks like your sim would sit there and read, even though they won't. And then the other huge saver for money that again they can't do for the official builds that I was able to do is place all these debug trees and planters around so that I didn't have to pay for landscaping at all. I didn't do a lot of landscaping anyways because it is mostly gravel around, but I wanted to add a little something. I think it helps make it look more lush. Um, and so I just fit all this stuff in. Again, I wanted to keep with like the light airy color scheme. Got a little yellow, tiniest bit of pink in those taller flowers to add the height that I thought looked really nice, and just these little simple yellow low-lying bushes. Um, that's a horse branch lamp there, and then you got the little mailbox from Snowy Escape with the little face drawn on it. I think he's so cute. That's my favorite mailbox to use. Um, but I think we're almost done here. So what I'm gonna do in a second, I'm scrounging around for more money, trying to find any bits of decor I can find. But I don't add too much here. So I think what we're gonna do is pop into the game, and I'm gonna try to give you a nice little tour around. I am not good in tab mode. I am doing my best, so please bear with me here. Oh, and this decal, put a big TV there when you get the money, but for right now, I thought I did a great job bringing all the colors in. And I also switched these backsplash shells like 7 times. Anyways, again, I'm going to stop here and we are going to go into the game so I can give you a little tour because there's really just a lot of swapping around the styles left. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight in. All right. So this is what the house looks like when you first download a game. Again, I think the creator did a great job. I think it's beautiful. It's just not exactly what I wanted for my style. I wanted a little bit lighter and brighter. And plus, I just wanted to use more of these windows because look, that's 35, that's 55, and I'm obsessed with these. Again, full disclosure, I don't know anything about authentic style or anything like that, so this could be probably is more authentic and right for it. I just wanted something a little different. But I think they did a great job. One of the things that's definitely an advantage for me being able to renovate is I had all the packs, I had debug cheats for base game and Lovestruck. This is absolutely gorgeous. They did an amazing job, and I really like the bones that they gave me to renovate with it. I don't normally renovate homes, but this one I was just such a big fan of. I felt, yeah, I want to, put a little El Maski twist on it. So if you go to the gallery, this is my page catalog. It's this one right here that you saw in the front. I don't know why they did a sturdy with the gallery photo. The second one looks kind of nice. Shows you the greens and the colors. So we're going to place it down. If you start the game, open a new save, and move into the slot, you're just going to want to move in and bulldoze the other one from the start so you can place this, or else you wouldn't have enough money. I cheated for it so I could show you the other one because items do depreciate in value in the game. So we're going to place it furnished. Maybe not. Well, we're going to try to place it furnished. All right, everybody, we're back. This is actually my second attempt at the tour. My game was being mean and not letting me place it from the gallery. And I remember I'm horrible at tab mode, so I'm going to try again. But we'll see how it goes. But I really wanted to give you just an inside tour to kind of get more of a feel for it. This is the front of the house. I love how it turned out with the green windows and the cream. I think it really pops, even with like the rusticy kind of stuff around it. I worked really nice. And again, this gnome, I rummaged from the decor box, so my apologies. She does not come with the house off the gallery. But the decor box does, so you can maybe get her, especially I started in summer, rummaged on the first day. And once again, I cannot recommend more enough. Remove the front stairs, add a trellis, or your Sims are just going to be running up onto the roof whenever they have to switch on the stairs. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, so from a top view, you have the jungle adventure tile on the roof and on the back balcony. I think it had a perfect colors for this build, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. Oh, hi, Mr. Monarch. Did you want to say hi? Say hi. I'm going to try to get in the way now, but hello. Hello, I'm such a good boy. He's one of my 3 cats. Anyways, you walk in through here. I just adore this Snowy Escape mailbox. I think it's so cute. But you walk in, and I gave you a little entryway section with the everyday essentials key rack and some shoes there for your decorator, a little plant, No umbrellas, but a thermostat, so it's fine. You know, who needs umbrellas? I don't use umbrellas in real life. And then you come, Mister, you're in my way. I love you, but not right now, okay? I mean, I love you right now. Just like, give me a minute. Over here, you have that decor box, like I mentioned 17 times, because that's how you get your money right away. And then you come in through here, and I have my overly expensive corner with a plushie and 85 simoleon each pillows that we just really couldn't afford, but I kept anyways. Can you give me like 2 minutes? Welcome to the Mr. Monarch's butt show. Anyway, so my overly expensive corner, my cat that's getting in the way. We're all on the same page? Cool. This decal from I want to say high school years really is a savior. I think it brought a lot of the colors together and it just gave something on that wall since we couldn't afford a TV. Straight through here, a nice cheap eco lifestyle chair. And then you come into the kitchen area. I love how it turned out. Again, the upper cabinets may have been a waste of money, but I don't care. I think it's absolutely perfect. Um, I do have the cheapest appliances. Don't worry about it. Fires are fun. Love fires in The Sims. In The Sims. But you have the big window off to the side that I think is really nice too, and a little nook area. I think it was like a desk, dining table, just kind of pushed against the wall because we only have one sim living here anyways. I did originally have 3 chairs, but I couldn't afford all 3, so we did get rid of one. And I love how the Lovestruck tile fits right above the for rent like border on the wallpaper. I thought it was so cute. And then if you go through this back door here, you got a little indoor trash can, luxury in a starter home. You have just a very simple backyard. There's nothing in it at the moment because we can't afford other than a single debug eco lifestyle chair under a debug tree. Actually, what else could you need? Sit out there, look. That's all you could want from life. Don't get greedy, guys. You go back in through here again. I love how it's not like an open concept, but it's also like pretty open and airy. And just the bright colors really make the day for me. I love this plushie. I hate that it's an early access reward because it's so cute. Anyways, but we're gonna go up the stairs. Boop. And give you the tour of this. So I kept again the same basically like floor plan layout, whatever you want to call it, that they had up there. They had the room flipped the other way, but I didn't move the stairs. I didn't move the doors or like the bathroom or anything. I kept it just where it was. Very simple bedroom, nice dresser, mirror, big windows, lots of natural light. I sized up the rug from the pack and I did use the new bed. I thought the colors were really nice. I do think a lot of the colors in this bed are a little much, but with this wallpaper, I thought it worked together really nice to kind of bring it all together and it was subtle. And then if you come out here, you got the easel that again I really scrounged around for. The ladder to get up to the top floor, which I showed you from the start there, top view. All it has is the woohoo blanket. It's gonna have a yoga mat, but who needs that if you can have a woohoo blanket, right? Like, come on, obvious choice. And then if you just come back in through, it's really simple. Go through this little door for a bathroom. Very nice. This eco lifestyle, like $15 cabinet saves the day, and that would be a shower if tab mode didn't delete things when you go into it. Anyway, so this is my renovation. If you want to find it up on the gallery, I'll show you. My name is Lmaeski, Lmaeski, and it's this one that you can't even tell what it is because of the gallery photo. Please, Sims, fix the gallery photo. If you want it to be a side lot, put it on the other side. If you want it to be a front to back lot like it was built for the world, put it at the front of the lot where they spawn, please. Um, but it's up on the gallery. I just added Reno to the end of the name, and I kept it a starter home, but it does use a lot of packs, especially considering it's a small starter home. I hope you guys liked the video. I'll be back soon with more content. Spoiler alert, we're going to be playing a little game with this apartment complex I built that I'm really a big fan of and all these Sims that I place in the world. I hope you guys have a great day and happy simming, beautiful people. Love you all. Thank you for your support. Bye.